This is the 2019 Lincoln Nautilus, replaces the Lincoln MKX midsize crossover in the luxury world. So cool thing, you walk up with your key fob and right away your day runners show up. It's a nice thing called the Lincoln Embrace. As well, you have, a little hard to see, but there's the Lincoln welcome mat with the Lincoln logo, and the lights under each one of the door handles light up. Let's take a look at the side profile of the car. Sorry, SUV, crossover, whatever you want to call it. Big 21-inch wheels. This is the reserve trim, so it's only one of two trims offered in Canada right now. So you have LEDs up front, I'll get to those in a sec. Two Nautilus badgings on the outside. One of them is here underneath the driver's side mirror, and the other one's on the passenger side. But what's a little peculiar for me is around the rear. Here is where I feel there should be the name of the car. There's a 2.7 turbo all-wheel drive badging. There's a Lincoln badging right there, but there's no name of the car, and I find that really peculiar, and I'll touch on that more in my quirks, perks, and irks video. So I'm a little further away from the car, which is why the lights shut off. So I'm just gonna hit unlock, and now your lights pop back on. So you get twin tailpipes, which are right there. That nice bar of your LEDs looks kind of cool. I like how it's a little different than some other cars. So I'm just gonna pop in. Gonna put the lights on. Oops, lights on. And we'll go back to the front for a quick second, take a look at that. So there are your LEDs. Turn signals are obviously orange up front, and they're that bar right there, and you got your fog lights down below. That new mesh grille, I like it a lot better than that split wing grille. Just, it never really did it for me, so I like that Lincoln going forward has that as their design language. I think it's on the I think it's the Continental that has it. Anyways, it's going to be their new design language going forward. So there's a good look at the front. We're going to back up a touch and show you the side. Again, nice wheel pattern as well. Pretty safe design here. You know, it's not like you can reinvent the SUV design-wise. Nice two-row crossover. It looks clean. It looks sharp to me. I like it. I'm not big for big flashy designs, and I like that Lincoln's done that. Anyways, we'll be right back with a look at the inside of the 2019 Lincoln Nautilus. Inside look at the 2019 Nautilus. What's cool is you have two trays for storage in their floating center console. A little bit up there and a whole lot more down there. And it's cool because it's got that Lincoln mesh grille logo pattern in there as well. So well done, Lincoln, on continuing your branding and pushing that new design language going forward. So there's your 8-inch screen, touch screen, fairly easy to maneuver. I'm not going to spend too much time on that. Some people love this gear shift, some people hate it. Well, it doesn't really matter because you're stuck with it. So that's just how it's going to be. Automatic start, stop, on or off. If you put it off, drive around, go home, get back in the car a little later or anytime later, it automatically defaults back to on. Not really big fan of that. There's your not automatic parking, so your park assist, camera, sensors, and your four-way flashers right there. What's cool, I don't think we can see it. Yeah, so right now the door is unlocked. I'm just going to push the lock button and it turns red for locked, and that's kind of fun. So the Lincoln logo, Lincoln Star, is horizontal. All the buttons here are vertical. I don't know if that's done on purpose, but it's kind of cute and quirky. Heated seats, cooled seats on this specific trim. I dislike quite a bit that I have to, let's say I'm here. You know what, better yet, let's say I'm in the home screen. I've got to go to climate, and then I've got to go here to change where the air goes. First world problem? Maybe. But I would prefer that being right here as a one-touch button, as opposed to having to dig through that. If your gloves are on, you got to push extra hard to get the actual response from the screen. So, not a big fan of that. Sorry, Lincoln. Start, stop button is here. A little close to the action, personally speaking. I would have preferred like a button here or, anywhere here closer to the wheel, as opposed to being in a busier section of the front end of the car. Anyways, moving on. Here is your wireless touchpad. Very cool. I'm not sure if you can notice it. There's as best a look as I can give you. The USB port is angled towards the driver, and I think that's a really cool thing that Lincoln's done here. A little weirder thing here. So you push it normally to open it, and you'd think just pull back on that to close it. But in tiny, tiny letters, you've got to push it, and that's how you close it. So you push to open and you push to close. Cup holders here, you can change the lights with this specific trim. Here's the dashboard. It is 12.3 inches as opposed to the 8 inches that are here. It is getting really hot in the car. I'm going to take my cold claim back. So pretty clean, pretty simple. I like it. I like it that there's not 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. That it's just the single numbers at your RPM. Everything else is nice and easy to read. You cycle through here to get through your different things that you want to see. Again, very, very easy to use. I like that the turn stock as well as the wiper stock are not traditionally like a cylinder. I like that it's kind of rectangular, and let's see, yeah, there's a better look at it right there. It's just kind of a cool thing. Another fun thing is you put the car in reverse and you're like, oh man, that's a really, really dirty looking rear view camera. So you push this back to get your rear wiper fluid going. So can I get both? Yeah. And it cleans it right up. That is pretty awesome. And apparently that comes standard on both trims. We put the car back in park. Yeah, so, you know, let's do that one more time because I like it so much. There you go. And it's much clearer right away. Oh, some trickled out. Anyways, too much time on that. The sunroof, moonroof, panoramic, it's massive. I'll open it up and you can see the light come in as I keep talking about stuff. You have a two-tiered bin here. So that's your deep store. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. It is opening up the sunroof. Let us not do that because it is cold outside. One more. One more. There we go. Sorry. So that's your first bin on the left side. Sorry. First bin on the left side is your shallow one. You push on the right side, and that's how you get your deeper bin. Very nice. What else can we do? Oh, massaging seats as well. How do we get to that? There's a little button back here. Come on. Come on. Right, so off, low, and high, it's on right now, and you can choose where you want it. So that's very cool. Driver and passenger, well done. I don't think I want that anymore. Heated steering wheel, another weird thing for me. There is no button here or here to get to it. So 1, 2, 3, 4 pushes to get the steering wheel on or off. Massaging seat is going. Anyways, not a big fan of that. What I am a big fan of, how am I going to show this to you? Let's get out of the car for a sec. It's a 22-way seat, and there are all your controls. So you push that one up goes the headrest. Down goes the headrest, because Lincoln knows we're not all made the same way, and that's pretty cool. That's the button that controls your massage seats, as well as your different lumbar supports and ins and outs and all sorts of stuff. Let's take a quick look at that one more time. Show you the different types. Massage steering's off. Yes, 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 yes. Anyway, so that does that, and just each one you push takes care of something different. So very well done, Lincoln. Very nice. There's a CD player. What's up with that? 2019, and I don't think these CD players are made for many more years in modern cars. Anyways, that's gonna wrap this up. It's taken longer. My words are bad. It's taken longer than I thought. One other quick thing. The Rebel Ultima stereo system, 19 speakers, sounds beautiful. And the speaker covers are also beautiful. Memory seats, kind of all put into one package. Very, very nicely done there. And your speakers are at the bottom, and there's some dirt because it's winter. There's a, oh, why didn't it open? No. Stop. Sorry, I should have practiced this before. There, oops. There are our controls. You know, I'm just gonna keep this in. There we go. And there's a good look at the big panoramic sunroof. Very nice. Okay, we'll be right back with the driving portion of the 2019 Lincoln Nautilus. Let's wrap up with the logo because it looks nice. Back with the driving portion of the 2019 Lincoln Nautilus, replacing the Lincoln MKX for 2019. This has a 2.7 twin turbo V6, 335 horse, 380 torque, 8-speed automatic transmission. Yes, there is a 2.0 liter 4-cylinder turbo, and that's in the mid 2s for horsepower. So pretty significant dip going from 335 down to the 250, but you know, to each their own. So let's take a quick spin out and see, not see, but I'll share with you kind of what I've noticed over the past 7 days of driving the vehicle. So there's lots of pickup, there's lots of get up and go, and you know, that is the big massive engine doing exactly what it's supposed to do. It gets a little muddy at times between like 3rd and 5th gear if you're in the city. They kind of rev a little higher than I think not what I think. It revs a little higher than I thought it would for being a 2019 vehicle. So, and it's not very often it happens, but just sometimes you're kind of in that in-between spot, and the car's not really sure what you want to do. So out of the 8 speeds, again, 3 to 5 can get a little muddy. I'd say maybe 5% of the time. It feels heavy to me, and just regular straight-ahead driving is great. But when I'm doing any kind of turns or getting onto the highway or kind of doing the parking lot thing, it feels like there's a lot of weight to it, and you can feel it in the steering wheel. I know. Yes, I know it's a big car, and the Navigator as well has that, and I imagine the Aviator will as well. It's not a bad thing for me. It's a thing that I noticed again from driving the car for a week. There's a little bit of body roll in there as well, and the car's not overly high. The Navigator obviously is much higher than this, and it's their full-size flagship vehicle. But overall, the driving has been good in the Nautilus, or not the MKX. Again, lots of pickup. You can definitely get on the highway without any kind of problem. If you've got to, escape a collision situation, just a good hard tap on the accelerator, and you're out of it. Whatever situation you may find yourself in. So yeah, here's the turn, and it feels a little on the heavy side. Just a little observation there. Everything's well laid out here. I don't like that you've got to go through a couple of different sub-menus to get what it is that you want, specifically changing the direction of the air from the HVAC controls. Kind of just running through here. Again, it's only with your gloves on. Gloves off, you're totally fine. It's quite responsive on that side. Good fit, good finish, comfortable ride. The massaging seats are great. The 22-way adjustable seats are great, and that pretty much takes care of what I'd imagine to be almost any body type. 22 ways, it's a lot better than the standard 6, 8, 10, 12 or 14. Anyways, that's gonna wrap up the video as far as the driving portion goes. Great acceleration, a little heavy on the steering, the feel on that side. Very comfortable on the inside, very well done. Couple of plasticky bits that I'm not a big fan of. Wood parts I'm also not a big fan of, but hey, that's just me specifically. But the seats are very comfortable. Leather is great. I think it's Bridge of Weir leather. Steering wheel, good solid and robust feel to it. I like that there's a combination of dials, touchscreens, buttons, and hey, there's a CD player because hey, why not? I'll touch on this one last time. The black interior with the sunroof shade closed can make it feel a little smaller than what the vehicle is, but you pop that sunshade open even halfway, and the vehicle just feels massively bigger. Just lets all that natural light in. Anyways, that wraps up the video for the 2019 Lincoln Nautilus. I'm just going to pull into my driveway and hit stop on the camera. Any questions or comments, please let me know. Feel free to subscribe. It would be very cool to keep in touch with all of you much more often. I don't mind this as well. I do mind that it's in a bit of a weird spot, so one other driving notice there. Anyways, I'm going to cap this at 5 minutes for this portion. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll be back sooner than later with our next review.